Hey everyone, it's Jacqueline for Pixie Dust PhD. About 2 months before my planned arrival to Walt Disney World, I received a communication from them that I had never gotten before. This is definitely a new process that they've put in place following reopening since their pandemic-related closure. For anyone who hasn't traveled back down to the most magical place on Earth since that pandemic-related closure, this may be news to you too. I thought I'd take a few minutes to share, so stay tuned. "60 days before my arrival to an on-site Walt Disney World hotel, I received an email with the subject line, 'Information on your upcoming stay in the Magic.' The top portion of the email notes that some things have changed, but they are still excited to welcome us." Then you get this super fun countdown till your arrival. I am such a sucker for these things. Essentially, this email serves as your information source to go over everything that may have changed since your last visit. This section displays your hotel reservation details and lets you know that some resort benefits may have changed or may still be closed. There is a link to learn more. This takes you to the Disney Resort Hotels Know Before You Go webpage. If you haven't browsed this and you are going to be staying on site in the near future, I do highly suggest you at least scroll through this to familiarize yourself with how things are different now. All guests are highly encouraged to do online check-in, and this email contains a link for you to get that process started. Next, pre-arrival, they want you to review that health acknowledgement checklist. And also they provide this handy-dandy chart that breaks down the various access you can get with different technologies. In some, your Magic Band or your Key to the World card, which you can pick up for free at the front desk, will get you access to all of these things. You can unlock your resort room, you can gain entrance to the theme park, you can link PhotoPass pictures, and you can charge back to your resort room. On your mobile phone, utilizing that My Disney Experience app and the new Magic Mobile feature, you can do 3 of these 4 things. You can gain access to your resort room, you can gain entrance to theme parks, and you can link PhotoPass pictures. For now, though, at least, you cannot charge purchases back to your room. Next, the email notes that some dining experiences may be limited, and there's a link to the Disney Dining Know Before You Go webpage. And of course, there's a link to start your advanced dining reservations. Given that this email came in 60 days, your ADR window has already opened, and you should hopefully already be on top of that. Again, if it's been a while since you've been down to Walt Disney World, I would suggest you review this Dining Know Before You Go webpage to understand what you're getting into and how things are different now. Next in this email, they really encourage you to download and get familiar with the My Disney Experience app. I will personally second this recommendation. I think it's pretty difficult these days to really fully experience the Disney parks without being connected to the app. I know some folks like to fully unplug while they're on vacation, and there are ways around using the app, particularly if you do have a Magic Band or a Key to the World card. That being said, personally, I do find the app to be more useful than cumbersome, so I do think it is worth it to stay somewhat connected to your phone during your trip to Walt Disney World. Then finally, and here's what's really new to me, is they ask you to review and confirm your reservation. I genuinely do not know what would happen if you don't fill this out. I'm guessing nothing, and presumably everything would be fine with your reservation as long as you show up. But I'm a better safe than sorry kind of person, so we're going to go ahead and go through this process together. Click this link and you will be taken to the Returning to the Magic webpage. On this webpage, Disney wants you to review your options and then select your vacation plans. Depending on what you choose, there may be follow-up actions. There are 3 main choices to consider. You are planning on still going on your vacation, you are going to go but modify your reservation, or you are going to cancel. For all 3, at the moment, there may be follow-up actions. My particular choice is that we are still going, and then I know that all the resorts we have reservations at are open. We won't need to worry about modifying the hotel assignment because we booked a resort that's closed. That's not a problem for Disney Vacation Club. Review your options and then select what best fits your plans. Disney will then ask you to confirm that selection, so you have to be super sure. Because I am keeping my reservations, I'm really not 100% sure what happens if you choose to modify or cancel. But with keeping my reservation and double confirming that with Disney, we just move on. The next webpage confirms my reservation details. We're going to Disney World, hooray! Nothing about this process was difficult or time-consuming, it just was new to me. I hope you found this helpful in knowing what to anticipate on your first trip back to Walt Disney World since that pandemic-related closure. If you enjoy my content, please hit that thumbs up button to like the video and subscribe to the channel. You can ring the bell icon to receive notifications whenever I post new videos. If you've already been back to Disney World, were you surprised to see this extra layer of confirmation? I certainly was. In my opinion, once a guest makes a hotel reservation, be it Disney or anywhere else, it's sort of on them to keep track of that, and if they want to modify or cancel, that's their problem. But on the other hand, this extra level of service, another sort of nudge saying, hey, remember this and here are your options from Disney, really does fit what I consider the standard model of great Disney customer service. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And we can also always chat outside of YouTube over on Instagram and Twitter. You will find me at PixieDustPhD. My upcoming trip is a split stay, so I did have to do quite a few of these confirmations. But as I mentioned, it was quick and easy, and now they are all set and we are ready to go. That countdown clock to my arrival is shrinking faster than I can comprehend. I'm so excited, but I still feel like I have so much to do between now and then. I hope you also have something fun to look forward to, and we'll see you real soon at Pixie Dust PhD.